everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and this is Reading by the Stars. So today, I am going to be doing the book addiction tag. I'm pretty much filming a bunch of videos on the same day. That's why I'm in the same clothes. So I was tagged to do this by Jess the Book Freak. Now, if you haven't seen her channel before, her channel is really great, and how she does her tags is absolutely amazing. The way that she does them is just so interactive, and it is so funny how she does them. But I absolutely love her channel, and I recommend that you go watch her channel besides mine. So I will leave a link to her book addiction tag video down below, as well as a link to her whole channel, so that you can go and give her some love as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the tag video. So 1, what is the longest amount of time you can comfortably go without picking up a book? This one, unfortunately, is a very long time. Because I have kind of been in a reading slump for a while. So that would definitely, let's see, I just got back into reading not that long ago. My channel is kind of helping me to get back into that, but that's not the reason why I started this channel. The reason why I started this channel was just because I wanted to share my reading journey and my books with all of you guys in the lovely booktube community. So, question 2. How many books do you carry on your person, physical or device, at any one time? This would be 1. I own ebooks, honestly. I'm going to tell you the truth. But I don't really read them, so they're not going to really be included in this video. The only books I read is my physical ones on my shelves and that kind of stuff. So yes, I only really carry 1 book at a time. Question 3. Do you keep every book you buy/receive, or are you happy to pass them on to make space for more? So if I like the book, yes, I'm going to keep it. But I do not keep more than 1 copy of a book. So I had more than 1 copy of the first 3 books of this series right here, The School for Good and Evil, but I wanted them all to be matching in hardcover, so I am actually getting rid of the paperback ones of the first 3. And then if I don't really care for the book, I obviously am going to pass it on. I mean, if I don't like it, then why keep it? That's just how I feel, but some people are different. That's okay. Question 4. How long would you spend in a bookshop on a standard visit? Honestly, I can spend an hour or more in a bookshop, and that's just because I want to look at everything. I absolutely love looking at books and finding new ones to add to my shelves and new ones to read that I have seen in the booktube community before, just because they interest me, not because I want to read them because, I want to be like everybody else. I just pick them up because they sound interesting to me. That's how I work. I'm only going to read what I want to read at a particular time. I'm not really into the whole reading it because it's new or something kind of situation. I mean, some people do that, but I don't really. Hey guys, Future Editing Jessica here. I was editing this video and realized that I forgot to answer a question, so I'm going to go ahead and answer it now, which is question 5. How much time a day do you actually spend reading? And the answer to that would be that I spend about 2 hours or more. depending upon what kind of day it is like and what I'm actually doing during the day. And so, now that I've answered that question, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Let's see. Question 6. Where does the task picking up a book appear on your daily to-do list? I don't really make to-do lists every day, so I pretty much just pick up a book whenever I really feel like reading. It's not like a big to-do, like I have to do it at this certain time in the day, or I have to do it right after I do these things. I just pick them up when I really feel like picking one up. 7. How many books do you reckon you own in total, include ebooks? Like I said before, I'm not going to include my ebooks because I don't exactly read them, so they are excluded. But physical books, I have about 96, give or take a few. Most of these shelves are completely full, except for the ones that I have like up here and kind of down like over here off to the side or next to me. Those two shelves are not completely full. They're more like display shelves for my favorite books and that kind of stuff. So I have the Miss Peregrines up here, as you can see, and then over here on this other side, just below these curtains, is my A Tale of Magic stuff and my Land of Stories stuff, and a few knickknacks all over on my shelves. Question 8. Approximately how often do you bring up books in a conversation? Sometimes it's about 3 times a week, depending upon what's going on during the week. And then sometimes it's every day. It just kind of depends upon what's going on and everything. But that's about the average, 3 to every day in a single week, the time period. So, question 9 is, what is the biggest book by page count you have finished reading? And that book would actually be The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. This is about 514 pages, I think, for this specific edition. Because mine is hardcover. But this is definitely not the biggest book on my shelves, but it is absolutely the biggest book I have read from front cover to back cover. So, question 10. Is there a book you had to get your hands on against all odds, searched bookstore, online digging, stalked author, etc.? That book would be The Isle of the Lost. It's the First Descendants novel by Melissa de la Cruz. I don't know if I'm saying that all correctly. I hope so. If not, I'm sorry. But the story about this one was I had found the second and third one at Walmart, and we couldn't find the first one. And so we were calling around and searching for it, and we were able to pick it up the same day at a Barnes & Noble. And strangely enough, the same day that I got this book was also the same day that I actually visited Barnes & Noble for the first time in my whole life. And I was a teenager by then. I don't remember how old I was, honestly. I really don't. But that was actually the first time that I had ever visited Barnes & Noble. I know, that's kind of sad. I know a lot of booktubers have been to Barnes & Noble millions of times, probably. But I hadn't. And that was the first time I ever had been in Barnes & Noble. And let me just say, Barnes & Noble is like my favorite bookstore in the whole wide world. I absolutely love Barnes and Noble. There is so many good books in there. And especially the ones that I'm kind of interested in, like young adult and that kind of stuff. There is so many in there, and so many ones that are definitely really popular on YouTube, BookTube. But yeah, that's the story behind that one. Question 11. Is there a book you struggle to finish because you refuse to DNF? No, actually, there is not one. Question 12. What are 3 or some of your main book goals for 2021 if you started planning? Yes, I did start planning. I have 3 goals for this year. So my 3 goals is I want to read a total of 20 books this year to just kind of, ease myself back into reading, hopefully every day eventually. But it's not really a bad goal. It's just kind of an easing myself back into reading on a more regular basis because of my reading slump that I had been through. And then I want to read all the Miss Peregrine's books this year. And then this last goal is something more towards this fall. And that would be, it's a chunker of a book. That would be reading all of It by Stephen King. Now, I have seen the newer movies, the first and second newer movies, and they're not bad movies, but I definitely really want to read the whole Stephen King book and how Stephen King wrote the story in his own words in this lovely large book. It is over 1,000 pages and the text is really small. So this definitely intimidates me, but I definitely want to read it. This is actually the first and only Stephen King book I have on my shelves. I don't think people really recommend that this is the first Stephen King book you read, but I'm going to read it anyway. I mean, it's on my shelves, and it's perfect for fall time because it is a horror novel. So I figured that this fall I would make it a goal to read this over 1,000-page small text book. We will find out how that goes this fall. Question 13. Have you ever had the privilege of converting someone into a reader by inspiration or your incessant nagging? No, I haven't. Question 14. Describe what books mean to you in 5 words. So what books mean to me in 5 words is escape, adventure, fun, excitement, and enchanting. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the book addiction tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, like this video if you like the video, and ring the bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you guys again in the next video.